World's best tennis players have been arriving in London for the 138th edition of Wimbledon, which gets underway tomorrow. This year's tournament full of all kinds of storylines, like a potential rematch between Sabalenka and Coco Gauff after some heated remarks after the French Open final earlier this year. Fans are also going to have an eye on Carlos Alcaraz, as the 22-year-old looks to become only the 5th player in the Open era to win 3 straight Wimbledon men's singles titles. And of course, the ever-present Novak Djokovic will look to claim an outright record of 25 major singles titles. Okay, joining us now is Bobby Mahal, former ATP-ranked tennis player and owner of Advantage Tennis, Inc. Bobby, great to have you with us as we break down some of these storylines and tee up what's going to get underway tomorrow. What are you keeping your eye on the men's side?
Great. Thanks for having me, Tony. I'm looking for a great event in the men's. I mean, we're coming off arguably the greatest match, I think, in the last 20 years with Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz going at it. Alcaraz getting the better of him in 5 sets. This rivalry could be the rivalry of the future, and we're just getting a glimpse of that early on. Both players number 1 and 2 in the field, so no surprises there. I think Djokovic is the storyline here as well, because this arguably is going to be his last Wimbledon championships. I think he's going to likely call it quits at the end of the year, and what better way than to win his 25th major. But those are the 3 big guys to look for in the draw that we're excited to see.
Fair enough. And Bobby, what are you watching for on the women's side this year?
The women's side, I think it's going to be a little bit interesting. The unique thing about the women's draw, I think it's completely wide open because it's on grass. The last 8 Wimbledon winners are all different players. So Sabalenka, Gauff, they're both looking for their first title. They're coming off that amazing match that they had just recently at the French Open as well. And I think it's going to be a lot more open. There's some dark horses in there you got to watch out for. Rybakina is a former champion, but she's fallen out of the top 10. Swiatek's been struggling a little bit as well. So I expect some upsets. And this could be a good sign for some of the Canadians out there. You got Leylah Fernandez, who can beat anybody on tour when she's on her game. She's going to possibly have an encounter with Madison Keys. So look out for her. Interesting match, too. And Carson Branstein, an up-and-coming young Canadian who qualified beating Bianca Andreescu, she's going to face Sabalenka in the first round. So grass is a unique surface because the players don't play on it all year round like they do on clay and hard. So we could see some major upsets this year.
You know, Bobby, I was intrigued. I was reading about the electronic line calling that's going to be used for the first time this year. What do you make of the difference that may make or not make? I mean, as more of the world moves toward this?
I think so. I think it's something that's definitely was overdue, heading in the right direction. The players now on all the show courts are used to it. It's more the outer courts that players who typically don't play on the grandstand or the stadium courts, it'll take some getting used to. But I think it's overdue. The players hit the ball so hard, and there's such small margins between the ball being in and out that the human eye can miss. And I think it's about time that they had electronic lines. It may take away a little bit of the element when you have your classic days of John McEnroe and a linesman going at it. But I think for the by and large, for the correctness of the game and to get the things right, I think the electronic line calls are a step in the right direction.
Okay, well, a couple of weeks of action to look forward to. It all kicks off tomorrow at the All England Club. Bobby Mahal, former ATP-ranked tennis player and owner of Advantage Tennis, Inc. Pardon me. We thank you for your time here on CTV News Channel today, Bobby.